on, Pooh. This is our food forest hedge. I look at it from the road. You can actually walk right beside here. It's town property. And then the hedge is our property. We put blue Guatemala banana squash out here, but I think we have a pumpkin out here too. Yeah, right there. Oh, I don't be able to see it. Nice big pumpkin. And those flowers are a type of sunflower type thing. The monarch. I really haven't figured out what kind of flower they are. But here's a look at the flower. And the leaves. They don't make a cup. Let's load up a bit here. There's the flower. Okay. And then the leaves. Can't get close with the dog here. There, you see how it's connected. There we go. A couple of white butterflies flying around too. Okay, Paul, you're not allowed to go free. You're not allowed to go over there. Come on. You even have a few apple trees in the food forest hedge here. This is this one's second year to fruit. Next year it should be as loaded as the other one. We have this other tree here that we're going to eventually keep chopping it down and let the apple take over. But right in here, it's a second driveway. And this is the other part of our food forest hedge, the more herbal, flowery part. And that's a lot of flowers back there too. But sorry. Are you enjoying that? That oregano, all the pollinators love it. It's loaded with bees usually. And I like picking the flowers, but you pick them when the bees are not on them. Because I picked them one day and I brought a bumblebee into the house in my hand, and I didn't even know it was in my hand. That's how gentle they can be. They won't hurt you sometimes. These are some native flowers and some other herbs like catmint and basil and stuff that I put in here. A little shady spot, but I also put what did we start in here? Wild ginger, right there. Blue colash is back here. And then we have Mayflower, I believe, here. Yeah, Mayapple. We're going to have that one there. So, we'll see how well they do in the food forest hedge. We have lots of irises that I'm going to have to dig up and move them around. They didn't even really flower this year. And Popo's peeing in the hedge. I wonder how my oregano gets knocked down, eh? They all love it. Thank you, Po. It needed some extra. I'll make sure I don't get the herbs off of that one to eat anytime soon. We have this big thing here, too, which is a stump from an old buddy's house. We were helping him out and doing some landscaping and stuff, and they brought the stump over. Uh-oh, that's new. The whole stump here fell apart. I'm going to have to get Caveman here to help me take that top off. My poor parents fell it over. It's kind of squished that, what is that? I can't think of it right now. It didn't squish my tomatoes or anything, and that thing will recover. It don't mind it. But my poor whole skull is kind of falling over. There's our cherry tomatoes that we can save the seeds from. So I'm going to let them ripen on the vine and mature the way they're supposed to. There's a type of butter and eggs, they call it. It's a snapdragon, a wild one. And those pretty little caterpillars were eating it. And there's chocolate mint. It's really, really good. And this stuff is when it's starting to flower. And you can use the flowers too. We picked a whack load of it already. This is all that hawkweed. We get this one growing pretty tall around here. These stems, I only use one or two of them when I use them as lettuce because they're really, really bitter. But they help with pain, and I don't even sometimes use a whole leaf. I just use a little bit of a leaf, give it a chew. That bitter really helps with that type of pain. There's the hawkweeds. They're kind of interesting. I didn't know they were actually a native here. And some of the things that I call paintbrushes were actually hawkweeds. So this part of the house we're going to have to redo a lot. But they're not buttercup. They're actually a different type of thing. And they get birds on them. But they're supposed to be good as a chocolate substitute in the root. I wanted to show you these things before they're all done, though. The bellflowers. I have a better example of them in the food forest hedge, but these ones were so beautiful, covering all this crap. This is kind of my ugly part, but when they were full flower, they were beautiful. And we have to dig all that out because the house is supposed to breathe. This porch floor is not breathing properly, and it's all rotting out. So we have to redo our porch. Virginia creeper, gotta love that. Native irises, blue flag, and Virginia creeper. This bed is supposed to be a nursery bed, but Virginia creeper, hops took over. These yellow flowers took over. I think this might be compass plant or something close to compass plant. So they got big double flowers on them. They're kind of like that sunflower thing I showed you out there, but those are more of a single, and these are a double. And then there's that other stuff that I already forget the name of, but I can look it up now, because I did a video. My great-grandmother's rose. It's a nice pink rose, but it don't bloom here. We have way too much shade here on this side of the house. This is a white phlox. I showed you the pink phlox out at the front. More grandma's rose. So I think I might be getting a whole bunch of starts in here, grandma's rose, great-grandma's rose, and I'm able to take them out to the food forest hedge, because they should love it in there with the lilac. That's where they were on my great-grandma's farm. I didn't know they actually named a road after my great-grandpa, and it's called Jackson Road, and it's still there, and the farm's not there anymore. It's a gravel pit, and that's kind of sad, but we still have roses, and my mom has lilacs. My lilacs were here already, so I didn't get any of hers, but I have the roses, which are really beautiful to me. These are those jack-o'-lanterns. They love it here, but I haven't seen them start anywhere else where I've tried to get them to go. Sometimes they really need to get going. The seed might not have germinated, might germinate next year, but here's the flower on that. We don't eat them, but I think you can, but we don't because there could be toxins in them. It's not recommended to eat them everywhere. Ground cherry are one that you can eat if you want, but I don't think I have any coming up this year. They're pretty, I like them when I ate tomato plants, tomato type family. I don't do that anymore, so I hope you like the part of my garden I don't normally show a lot. Sorry about that. It's really hard to do this one-handed with the dog here too, but I hope you enjoyed it. This is definitely the ugly part of my garden. Definitely. But one day we can take this all out again and put more shade-loving, hard-to-get-going plants. So, thank you.